Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, so very good morning to everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Let's start with the session, which is the continuation of what you have studied till now. So let me give you first some information like I understand that you are all maintaining one separate dedicated notebook for circuit theory. The same you please continue for these topics what we are going to continue here onwards. Okay, that is one thing. The concepts what you have learned till now, for example, Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law, the current divider rule, the voltage divider rule, the mesh analysis, and the nodal analysis. These concepts form the foundation of circuit theory. So as and when required, you will get to know by looking at the circuit what need to be used where to find out whatever is the task which is asked to find out. So let's continue with the next topics for circuit theory. Can you all see my screen?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yes. Can you? Yes. Yes, tell me. Hello. Hello, tell me, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. We can see the
Ma'am.
screen.
Yeah, I thought somebody else wanted to say something actually. Yes, so let's continue with the next chapter, which is the chapter 4 as per the textbook. What is suggested to you to be followed? That is from Sadiku. So it is the chapter 4 which deals with various circuit theorems. Now, all these circuit theorems basically uses the circuits and they try to represent your circuit in a different form. Rather, why in a different form? In a simpler form. So as to carry out certain analysis about the circuit. So you may need to find out a voltage at a particular node, or you may need to find out the current flowing through a particular element. All that can be done. So if you have a very complex circuit, you can represent it in a smaller form. Or if you have a very bigger circuit and there are multiple sources and you need to find out the current flowing through a particular thing, you can find out current or voltage at a particular node, all those things. So these also form a kind of very basic theorems of circuit. Okay, so we will be going through all these things, but of course in due course of time. So let's start with the first one as a source transformation. Later we will be going ahead with the superposition theorem, and then we will go ahead with the very most powerful Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, and then maximum power transfer theorem. So let's go ahead with the first one, source transformation theorem. So as the name suggests, source transformation, that means you might have the source as either a voltage source or a current source. You can convert your voltage source to a current source or a current source to a voltage source as and when as per what is required for your circuit. That is your understanding. whether you want to convert voltage to current source or current to voltage source, because you will be looking at the circuit and you will be checking that yes, if I convert this voltage source to a current source, then it will minimize my calculations and I will get my answer quickly. At times you may feel that no, current source, if I will convert it to voltage source, then I can minimize my calculations to find out a certain parameter in my circuit. So there you can use the source transformation concept. So the source transformation is a process of replacing a voltage source as discussed just now. So if you have a voltage source Vs, you can, and which is in series with a resistor. So please take care of this point, that if you have a voltage source which is in series with a resistor, then such a combination can be replaced by a current source in parallel with a resistor. So remember, the resistor is coming in parallel with a current source, or vice versa. That means if you have a current source in parallel with resistor, then that combination can be represented using a voltage source having a resistor in series. But how is that possible? Conceptually, how is that possible that we are able to convert our voltage source which is in series with resistor, and we are able to represent it in terms of a current source which is in parallel with a resistor? This is possible because it goes through the concept of equivalence. The meaning of equivalence over here is whatever is your original circuit, the VI characteristics of that, that is voltage, current voltage characteristics of that, will be, or it should be the same as that of the VI characteristics of the transformed circuit, the converted transformed circuit. That is called as equivalence. So the concept of equivalence is an equivalent circuit is one whose VI characteristics are identical with the original circuit. See, let us discuss certain basic things, then we will go ahead with the problems. As you know that in circuit theory, first you need to understand what is the concept, and then we will go ahead with the problems, and then we apply our concept with our understanding by looking at the circuit. Oh, I can apply, if I apply this particular rule or this particular way, then I will get, I require minimum calculations, because that is what is required, right? With minimum number of calculations, if you get the answer for a finding out a particular parameter, it is good. So the concept of equivalence, please remember that the VI characteristics for your new converted transformed circuit will be identical to the original circuit what was there. So this is what I was talking about over here, that what is a source transformation? The first definition what is given in the text form is shown in terms of a circuit. Now let's analyze in terms of circuit what is source transformation. So you have a voltage source. As you can see, the voltage source is labeled as Vs. And this voltage source is in series with R, the resistance R. So please check. The voltage source Vs is in series with R, and suppose you have labeled the nodes as A and B. In that case, you can represent this particular combination. You can represent this particular combination, or you can transform this combination in this way, where instead of a voltage source, you will have a current source. You will have a current source. And the same resistance which was there in series with the voltage source will come in parallel, with this current source, and the same nodes will continue A, B. So this is the way where you are going to transform your circuit. And if you look at the notation, it shows a bidirectional line. That means that if you have a current source in parallel with a resistance, you can convert to this form. Or else if you have a voltage source in series with the resistors, you can convert in this form. Any one is possible. Is it okay with respect to the circuit, that how the transformation is possible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, but somebody will say that now why is this transformation? How will you say that it is correct? It will be correct when the VI characteristics found or measured at the node AB. The VI characteristics, that means the voltage measured or current measured at through AB terminal, if it is same, whatever is the VI characteristics measured at AB is same as that of the VI characteristics measured at this AB on the right hand side. If it is same, then then it then it goes ahead with the equivalence concept. And then this transformation is possible. And kindly
Ma'am,
can you unmute yourself? Yes, yes. If you have a doubt, yes, you can unmute yourself. Yes.
ma'am, means that at node AB the voltage must be same, ma'am.
Yes, yes. That is what is the understanding. Okay. Then only this will work out well. Otherwise, how this transformation will not be a valid transformation, right? But yes, when you go ahead with this problems, you will understand more that yes, a series resistor with a voltage source can be represented in a current source which is having a resistor, the same resistor in parallel. Okay. Now, one more thing which you need to note down over here is that look at the polarities of Vs. How is the polarity of Vs? The one which is shown on the left hand side. Upper side is
Positive plus
and lower side is negative.
negative.
Yes. So if it is like this, so look at the polarities, whatever is the side, wherever is the positive polarity of the Vs, in that direction only the current source direction will be. So you can see here, positive is on the upper side, so the current is flowing in the upward direction as marked in the notation of the current source. Is the point very clear with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so please take care of the polarities, otherwise your answer may go wrong. Okay, so these things you must be very careful while going ahead with the problem. So I repeat once again, please, when you go ahead with the transformation, please look at the polarities of your voltage source or your current source, either vice versa, because either from right hand side to left hand side you will be converting, or from left hand side to right hand side. Please make sure that the positive pole of the battery indicates that the current is going upwards in that direction. Okay, so therefore the source transformation, this transformation from left to right or from right to left leads to certain mathematical equations, and those equations are, as you know, as per the Ohm's law, which we know is Vs, this Vs, the left hand side I'm talking about, is equal to Is into R. Or else you can represent the other way around, this Is. So that means, suppose, 1 minute, let me use a pen. Yes. So if you have this particular combination, voltage in series, and you would like to transform it to this form, then what will you do? You divide your voltage value, that is Vs, divided by R. That is nothing but going to be your Is value. Look at the polarity. Based on that, the direction of the Is will be defined. And the same resistance, whatever is there, will come in parallel with this current source. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have, let's say, right hand side part in your circuit, if you have, let's say, the current source which is in parallel with the resistor, in that case you can convert it to this form. How can you convert to this form? You just multiply Is with R, because V is equal to I into R, as per the Ohm's law, correct? So you just multiply Vs is equal to I into Is into R, you will get Vs. This Vs is nothing but your this Vs. Polarities you check. Now current is in upward direction, so obviously the upper polarity will be positive. And the whatever is the resistance, the same resistance will come in series with the voltage source. That is, these are the 3 points which you should be very clear here in the source transformation. Is the point clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so now, yes, so now let's proceed further. The same circuit,
Show that
the, the same
previous
circuit.
slide.
Hello?
Ma'am, one show the previous slide. Ma'am. You take a screenshot of it.
I will share the PPTs after the class, right? You can note down. I will give you some time. Yes, please note down in your notebook. Sorry. Hello. Please note down just the diagram. You need not write the theoretical part which is there in the slide. Just note down the diagram for figure number 4.15 and the equations. Please note down in your notebook. Is it okay? Hope you have noted down the equation and the diagram. Yes. So the same diagram is shown once again over here, where the voltage source is in series with the resistor, and the same can be converted to a current source which is in parallel with a resistor, or vice versa. The same thing. So this is followed because the VI characteristics is maintained at AB. The VI characteristics at AB on the left hand side is same as that of VI characteristics at the right hand side AB. If this is there, then only this source transformation is possible. Okay, so certain text what I am writing, I may not read it because it is for your reference, and whatever I'm speaking, the same you will find in the some text. Okay, I will be sharing the PPTs after some time. Okay, so once the topic is done. Is that clear? Now, the point which I have already told you, please take care of arrow for the current source. Wherever the positive polarity of the Vs source is there, there only in that direction only, the upward direction only, the current source will have the arrow for the current. Yes. Now somebody will say that, Madam, is it possible? What type of sources I have shown here? Can anybody tell me whether these are independent or dependent sources?
Independent. Independent, ma'am.
Yeah.
Independent sources.
Yes, the one which I have shown is independent. Then obviously the choice will come like whether it is possible for a dependent source also. Yes, yes, it goes ahead with dependent source also. So the same thing is possible for a dependent source, as you can see over here. Please note down the figure 4.16. Text you need not copy. So here, now as you can see that I have a dependent voltage source, which is in series with resistor R, which is in series with resistor R. The same can be converted to, or the same can be transformed to a current source which is in parallel with a resistor. The same resistance R will come into picture, but in parallel with the current source is possible. And how is the direction of the current? Can anybody try? How is the direction of the current?
Upwards.
Yeah, but why it is upwards? Hello?
Because of the polarity.
Because of the polarity. So wherever the, yes, so please take care. Sometimes in some examples, the polarity may be reversed. So in that case, you have to see that whether the current is upward or downwards. Is that clear to all of you? Wherever
Yes, ma'am.
wherever the positive polarity will be there, there only the direction will be. Okay, so this thing you please take care. So again, same thing. I can convert it from right hand side to the left hand side. So suppose if I have a current source, dependent current source, you know the notation of. So if I have a dependent current source which is in parallel with a resistor, I can represent it in the form of the voltage source in series with a resistor. Provided I use the same transformation, the equations will remain the same over there also. How will you find out Vs? Can anybody tell me? How will you find out Vs even if it is a dependent source? How will you find out Vs? Ohm's law. From here to here I want. I have this.
IS
I
into R.
Yes, Is into R. And then you will decide, oh, my Is is in upward direction. That means the upper pole must be positive. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and whatever is the resistance that will come in series. Coming to the next, like from left to right. So suppose if I have this one, the left hand side with me, and somebody uh, requires that this need to be converted to this form, then what is the rule? How will you find out the value of Is? Is will be equal to Vs by Vs by R. So this Is can be found Vs by R equation, and the same R which is there in series with the voltage source will come in parallel. And then somebody will say, oh, what must be the direction of the current? Yes, Vs is we having upper pole as positive. That means the current must be flowing in the upward direction. Correct? If it is downward, if the bottom polarity is positive, then the current will come in the downward direction.
Downward.
Yes, yes. So therefore, please take care of the current directions as per the polarity of the voltage source. So therefore, that's it. Now you can use this simple, very simple algorithm. So you have source transformation one. Let's look at the first example. All of you, please note down the example. So the example says that use source transformation to find V naught in the circuit. Where is V naught as per the circuit? Where is V naught as per the circuit?
Near 8 ohms.
Yes, V naught is the voltage which is measured across 8 ohms resistor. And look at the polarity of V naught. V naught has a polarity. The upper one is positive and the lower one is negative. Okay. And look at the question. The question says compulsorily that you have to use source transformation. So that indicates, that means you have to convert your current source and voltage source using your concept of source transformation, and then you need to proceed further. So can all of you think along with me? Yes, the question is now shown to you. What comes immediately to your mind?
Converting of current source, voltage source to current source.
Yes. So can I convert in 1 minute? Let me take another color. Yes, yes. So that means I have this current source which is in parallel with this resistor, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I can convert this to a voltage source which is in series with a resistor. All of you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
But what will be the polarity for that voltage source?
Downward.
Down
No,
means
no, no.
minus.
Current is downwards. That means that voltage source will have a positive pole where? On the upper side or lower side?
Lower side.
Lower
Lower,
side.
lower side. Then anywhere else again I can apply source transformation. Anybody? Can you think? Yes.
Voltage
Uh,
source.
1, 3.
Yes. 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 Very good. I have a 12 volt source in series with a 3 ohms resistor. So again I can apply my source transformation concept, whatever I have studied. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now all of you, please be there with me. how, if you are first transformation I'm talking about, that is your current source with the parallel with the resistor. So if you are transforming the current source with a voltage source, what will be the value of that Vs then? Can you tell me?
12 volt.
4 into 3 is 12 volts, correct?
12 volts. Yes, ma'am.
And this Vs will be in series with
2 ohms.
4 ohms.
2 ohms.
4
no
ohms.
4 ohms.
4
and
ohms.
4
2
ohms.
ohms. 2 ohms
4
is
ohms.
right now on the circuit which we have not yet considered, but we have studied that, we have studied here that this is how it is, right? This is how it is. The same resistance will come in series with the voltage source. How do you find the voltage source value? Is into R, correct?
R.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, if it is like this, Vs will come in, Vs value is coming out to be 12 volts, and the resistance, which value of the resistance will come in series with this Vs?
4 ohms.
4 ohms, very correct. Coming to this one, what will be the current value
4
for this
4
transformation?
amps.
12 divided by 3, that is 4 amperes. And how will be the current direction for this converted current source?
Upwards.
Upwards.
Upward
Very
arrow.
good. Yes, but this current
Upwards.
source, yes, this current source will come in parallel with how, what value of resistance?
3 ohms.
8 ohms.
Yes,
3
very good.
ohms.
Yes. Now all of you please start writing in your notebook along with me whenever I am saying. Since today is the first class for me to deal with you, um, my suggestion to all my students is your eyes, your ears, your brain, your fingers should work parallelly. So whenever we are learning, you at the same time you note it down in your notebook. Getting my point? So therefore, this is what is there in the text, that Vs just now we have calculated 12 volts, and Is we have calculated just now, what is that I have written in 4 amperes. So just can you draw the circuit? Can you please draw the circuit, the converted circuit, how it looks like? Can anybody please try it out? No, it
Yes,
is a good practice. There is nothing, it's simple. Have you drawn?
Yes, ma'am.
I will also draw, but the thing is that I want, let us cultivate the habit of thinking, which is very good for you. So, yes. Is your circuit looking like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please look, please verify the polarities, what you have mentioned in your circuit. Is somebody wanted to ask something? So just now we have calculated 3 into 4 is 12 volts, as you can see over here in the text. But since the current is in downward direction, so we have discussed that the polarity of voltage source will have the positive terminal on the lower side. Yes or no? Did we discuss or not?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. And we took and we know that resistor, the same resistor will come in series with the voltage source. Correct. So we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
taken that. And then we represented our this voltage source in series with this 3 ohms. So 12 divided by 3 is 4 ampere. And the current direction is in upward direction because the voltage source has positive terminal on the upper side. So this is 4 amperes current source, and 3 ohms resistor will come in parallel with this current source. So you have this now. What is this circuit can be called as? Can anybody tell me? What is this circuit can be called as?
Transform.
Yes,
Transfer circuit.
yes. It is a transformed circuit now because you have converted your current source to a voltage source and voltage source to a current source. Now, can you see this 4 ohms and 2 ohms will come in series? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So now 4 plus series resistance will get added up. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, if you have, please, all of you, please be along with me. 4 plus 2 is 6, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now that 6 ohms resistor is again in series with the voltage source, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
This part. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Are you all able to identify?
Yes.
So again, voltage source in series with the resistance. I can convert it to the current source, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So what will be the value of the new current source? Can you tell me over here?
2 ampere.
2 ampere.
Yes. 12 volts divided by 6, that will be 2 amperes. So the IS will be equal to 2 amperes. And which resistance value will come in parallel with this current source?
6 ohms.
6 ohms. And what will be the direction of this current?
Downwards, ma'am.
Downwards.
Yes, downwards direction. So can you see over here? The 2 amperes, 12 divided by 6 is 2 amperes, and having a direction as downwards, and the 6 ohms resistance will come in parallel with this current source. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And this 8 ohms resistance as it is we have kept in our circuit. 3 ohms resistance also time being we have kept it as it is. You might think, madam, why didn't you convert again this current source to a voltage source? Yes or no? But I kept it as it is, correct? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? See, now if that is the case, always you can convert from current to voltage to, but at one point of time, you have to take the decision judiciously that at what point of time we should stop this and we can go ahead with our further analysis. Now, what I didn't convert my this right hand side current source, which is in parallel with the 3 ohms. I didn't convert because I know that now that comes from practice. Okay, this comes from absolutely from practice. There is no hard and fast rule that how many number of times you should have the conversion and all that. Now I can see that, oh, I have both current sources in my thing, but the first current source, which is of 2 amperes, has a downward direction, whereas the another current source has upward direction, and both the current sources are in parallel. Do you agree with this statement?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can resolve. 1 minute, let me use an eraser. Eraser, 1 minute. Yes. So I didn't convert. I kept my right hand side current source 4 ampere as it is, the 3 ohms in parallel as it is, and I just converted this voltage source to a current source. Now, please, all of you, please be along with me and please see that I can this current source and this current source, these two are in parallel. Do you agree? So I can resolve them up. I can resolve them. 2 amperes is current which is going in downward direction. 4 amperes is going in upward direction. So what is the resulting current? Can you think?
2 amperes in upward direction.
Yes, very correct. Very correct. 2 amperes. This is all logical now. This is all logical now. So you can see 2 amperes current is in downward direction. 4 amperes is in upward direction. So if you, that means one is negative, other is positive. So obviously what is the overall, when you resolve it, it comes out to be 4 minus 2. So that is 2. And what will be the direction? Of course, whichever is higher, that will have that direction only will continue. So that means the resulting current source will have a 2 amperes value, but it will have a direction in the upward direction. Is this clear? Is this point clear till now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, another point which you can observe over here is this 6 ohms resistor. Can you just think that this is in parallel with this 3 ohms resistor, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means how do you say that the parallel resistance, you can convert it to, you can represent it into equivalent resistance. Yes or no? 6 in parallel with 3. Correct?
Yes.
See, somebody will say, madam, why are you not considering 8 ohms also? Because 8 ohms, the question says that you have to find out V naught across that 8 ohms resistor. So that is why I'm not touching that 8 ohms resistor. I am just trying to convert all other things, and I am trying to minimize the circuit. Okay, so that is why 6 ohms and 3 ohms are in parallel, and then 2 amperes and 4 amperes, I have resolved it. And then, as you know that 3 ohms and 6 ohms resistor in parallel will result into a 2 ohms resistor. And when we combine 2 ampere and 4 ampere, we get 2 ampere, but of course the direction will be in upward direction. So the solution continued for this over here is, can you imagine? Just now I have told you that you will have a current source of with a value of 2 ampere in upward direction, 6 ohms and 3 ohms resistor. When you check in parallel form, equivalent resistance will be 2 ohms, that will be in parallel with this current source, and one more 8 ohms resistor across which we are measuring V naught will be in parallel. Are you able to imagine, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Resulting,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes. So the
Ma'am.
resulting, yes.
instead of resistance, if there is a short circuit, can we convert, ma'am?
1 minute. Where is the short circuit you are assuming?
Instead of resistance, resistor,
Which resistance? Which resistance?
that 4 ohm.
4 ohms. The initial 4 ohms you are talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
No. You cannot consider like that. Okay. Okay. It is a good question, but I will come to this particular point after some time, because if the resistance is not there, that means resistance is 0 over here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So therefore, the circuit here will look like this. So you have a current source. Please remember what we have discussed just now. We have discussed that resolving the two current sources, we got a 2 ampere, and we know that 4 amperes was in upward direction, so which was having a higher value, so it is in upward direction. 8 volts, we kept it as it is because we are trying to find out the voltage across this 8 ohms resistor. And when you resolved your 6 ohms, which was in parallel with 3 ohms, you got it as 2 ohms. Do you agree with this circuit now? Do you agree with this circuit?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, what is your understanding? How will you find out V0 actually speaking?
Current division matrix.
Current division.
No. My question is, how will you find out V0? What is that you need to find out V0?
I, ma'am.
I
I
Yeah. Yes. So what is V0 as per the concept? See, your plus polarity is where the current is entering and current is leaving so that means V0 is equal to 8 into I. Do you agree with this equation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now, but do we know the value of I flowing through 8 ohms?
No, ma'am.
No. What is that we can use to find out value of I?
Current division rule.
Can you tell me what is that current division rule? I is equal to, how will you find out I?
I total into the resistance in parallel with the divided by the total resistance.
Yes. 2 by 8 plus 2 into the total current. What is the total current value?
2 amperes.
2 ohms. So what is that current value you will get now?
0.4.
0.4 amperes. Please do not forget the units. Okay, 0.4 amperes. Now when you know 0.4 amperes, it's just a substitution. Correct? So V naught is equal to 3.2 volts. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Isn't it simple? Source transformation?
ma'am,
Yes.
when we take current sources only in the boundaries only, we have to take the sum of them, or if there are in the middle of the mesh, we cannot take.
Middle also you can take. Here also you can take. 1 minute. Let me draw what you are saying. Let me draw. You are saying, suppose it is, see, when 2 amperes and 4 amperes are in parallel, I can draw the same circuit like this also, no? I have this. I have 2 amperes. 1 minute. Let me write. And then I have another current source, which is having a value of 4 amperes. 4 amperes. And then I have other things. It is as if I'm bringing 2 ampere branch to quite closer to your 4 amperes branch. This is one resistor. This is another resistor. This is another third resistor. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Even in this case, I can resolve it. Correct? Because there is, yeah, both of them are in parallel. They don't have any resistor in between. They are all purely in parallel. Correct? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good. Good. Very good that you are paying attention. Good. So this is what is. Now, I repeat once again, because students will think later point of time that so madam, how many number of times should I apply? There is no constraint on how many number of times I can apply the source transformation. Again, somebody may say that madam, I could have applied here also, na? Anyways, 2 amperes is in parallel with 2 ohms resistor, correct?
Ma'am,
Somebody can.
it is a
Yes,
current
ma'am.
source, no, ma'am. We can't apply
What is that I cannot apply?
current source in parallel, no, ma'am. If it is in series, means that can be applied.
No. See, we are going
Parallel also
again
can
back.
apply.
For current source, it has to be in parallel. No, that's what we have discussed. For current source, it has to be in, the resistance has to be in parallel, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. First time for the first class it happens, but at least now good that you have asked this question. Current source in parallel with a resistor only can be represented in voltage source, which is in series with this voltage source, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is that clear? So therefore, somebody will say that, madam, I can convert even this 2 amperes current source, which is in parallel with a 2 ohms resistor. Yes or no? Doubt might come, right, in mind. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And then in that case, whatever is the voltage source, that will come in series with the 2 ohms. In that case, instead of current divider rule, you could have applied your normal KVL and you could have found the total current which is flowing through the branch. So only thing is that the methodology will change. Answer will remain the same. You got my point?
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Even here itself I can do for you if you want. Let's say 8 ohms resistor as it is, and I'm trying to convert. But only thing is that where to stop the transformation, that you have to decide. Okay. So what will be the voltage source for this representation yellow box? Is into R. 2 into 2, 4. Correct? Which
4
is in
parallel.
yes, which is in series with 2 ohms resistor. What parallel? Voltage source will come in series. And what will be the polarities of for this voltage source? Hello? Hello? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this Is into R, 2 into 2, 4 volts. Polarity, because the current is in upward direction, so the positive pole will be upper pole, and that will be in series with the 2 ohms resistor. Now also you are required to find out the voltage across this 8 ohms resistor. So to find out voltage across this 8 ohms resistor, you need to know the current value I. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
How will you find out current I in this circuit, yellow color circuit? The 8 ohms and 2 ohms will be in series, yes or no? Arey,
Yes, ma'am.
what happened to you? So I will be equal to voltage source, that is 4 divided by 10, correct? 0.4, yes or no? 4 by 10 is 0.4 ampere, yes or no?
Ma'am.
And then V naught will be equal to, as per our notation, V naught is equal to 8 into I.
8I.
8I, yes. So if you substitute I value as 0.4 amperes, you will get 3.2 volts, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this the same result what I have got without changing this current source to a voltage source?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Correct. So you now it is your decision which you have to take judiciously. Where can I stop? Okay, fine. I can apply easily current divider rule and I can find out V0 as 3 to 3.2. That is why I also didn't convert. But the only thing is that I wanted to show you that even if somebody would have applied this current source to a voltage source and found value will remain the same, methodology may be different, correct? Do you agree with me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Understood the concept of source transformation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Yes. Now let's go for another example. Hope you are all writing in your notebook. Are you all writing in your notebook? All the
Yes, ma'am.
examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
All are good. Oh, yes. Very good. Very good. Yes. Let's go for another example.
A small
So,
document.
yes. Are you all ready? Please use the source transformation to find the voltage Vx in the circuit of this figure. And the circuit is this. All of you start doing. Start doing, all of you. Yes. Have you started?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the solution? What is the first step for the solution? Hello?
Converting the current source to voltage source.
Yes. Immediately this particular thing will come in our mind. Yes or no? As the first source transformation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else also which you can convert it? Everybody?
10 ohms and a 2Vx. ma'am.
Very good. The source transformation can be applied to dependent sources also. So I can have the transformation over here. I can convert the first 3 ampere current source to a voltage source. I can convert the 2Vx current source, which is a dependent source, to a voltage source. Have you all started doing it? So what is the value of voltage source which you are going to get from here?
30.
30.
30 volts. But what is the polarity direction?
Minus plus.
Positive at
Which-
right
which-
side.
which- Yes,
side
very
positive.
good, very good,
Right side
very good.
plus.
Yes, very good. Right side, positive side should come, and the left hand side, negative. And what about 10 ohms resistance?
In series to that.
Yes, in series with the 30 volts, correct? Now coming to this second transformation, can anybody tell me what will be the voltage source for this second transformation value?
20 Vx.
4.
Vx by
Pardon?
5.
Pardon me?
V
20, 10
20.
into Vx,
20
2 Vx.
Vx, ma'am.
So 20 Vx. Yes. And what will be the polarity? How will be the polarity for this Vs?
Plus and minus, ma'am.
Positive upward.
Minus in the
Upper
Positive
one is
upward.
upper one is positive, lower one is
Negative.
Negative.
Negative, correct? Yes. And that voltage source will be in series with one more?
10 ohms.
Yes. Therefore, yes, let's proceed further. Have you understood what you are doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so that's what I have written over here, that the 30 volts voltage source will come in series with 10 ohms and the 20 Vx volts will come in series with this 10 ohms. So have you all drawn the transformed circuit? The first transformed circuit? Kindly cooperate now. Have you all drawn the
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
yes? Whether your circuit will look like this, please check. The dependent source will convert and will become a dependent source only. Please check the polarities of what you have drawn. Is it right? This is the transformed circuit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please check what you have written in your notebook. And the question says that you are required to find out Vx. How will you find out Vx? Can you tell me?
KVL.
Yeah, that is fine. But what
By
you need
finding
to
out
find?
current I, ma'am.
Current.
Current I. And what is Vx equation? By looking at the 8 ohms resistor, can you tell me the current I, the mesh current I have assumed in this
8I.
clockwise clock 8I. Very good. I have, please listen carefully. These points are very important. I have assumed the mesh current flowing in the clockwise direction, as you can see. And the polarity what is given in the question for 8I is plus on the left hand side and minus on the right hand side. So you can see that the current I is anyways flowing. It is entering. The entering terminal is taken as positive and the leaving terminal is taken as negative. So it is as per the correct as per the understanding of the direction of current I. So therefore Vx is equal to 8 into I. Do you agree with this equation of Vx?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So
Ma'am?
do we know I value?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes. So that means you need to apply the KVL in this loop and find out I value. Yes. By then somebody wanted to ask some question. Yes. Let me
Ma'am,
answer.
actually, the 2Vx and the 10 ohm are in a parallel, ma'am. We can write it as voltage, you told, ma'am. Can we write the 20 Vx above and the 10 ohm below of that?
Yeah. You can. You mean to say this you wrote upwards and this you wrote downwards, na?
Yes.
That is fine. That is fine. Yes. Can anybody tell me what is the I value you have got by applying the KVL in this your converted transformed circuit? So how is the equation? 40 minus 8I plus 30 minus 10I minus 10I
Minus 20 Vx
minus 20 Vx
is equal to 0.
160i. We
is
can write
equal
it
to
as 160i, no, ma'am. Vx is equal to
yes.
8i.
I am writing, yeah, I am writing. But only thing is that let's go step by step, no? So, but Vx can be replaced as?
8I.
Yes. So the next step you replace Vx as 8I. Then how many unknowns will be there in your equation?
Only I, ma'am.
Only I. So what is that I value after rearranging the equation? What is that I value you are getting?
70 by 188, ma'am.
0.37.
0.37.
Okay, so 0.37. 1 minute. Let me. And once you know I value, 1 minute. Yes. Yes. So once you know I value, you can find out Vx, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the Vx value you have got?
2.96.
Yes. What is the
2.9.
unit?
2.9
Yes. What is the unit?
volt. V.
Yeah. Voltages are all measured in volts and currents are measured in amperes. So you have got I value as 0.37 and you have got Vx as 2.9 something. Is this correct? Did you all understand source transformation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so let's
Ma'am?
stop for today over here. 1 minute. Let's stop for today over here. We will continue with this in our next class. And yes, so those who do not have any doubt can leave the class. Those who have doubt, please proceed. Yes, somebody wanted to ask something.
Yes, ma'am. One doubt, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, in this transformation method, if we are in this question, if we are asked to found Vx, then can we transform 8 ohm and 40 volts into some other current source, ma'am?
One
And
minute. What is once again? Let me check what you are saying. Which one? Which
ma'am,
I can
here we have to find Vx in this question.
correct.
So if we transform 40 volt and 8 ohms into a current source, will it be the same value or different, ma'am?
It 1 minute. I understood your question. You are saying that in this we didn't transform this to current source, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Why I didn't transform this to current source? Because if I transform this to current source, again that will come in parallel over here, correct? This combination will result into a parallel combination, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now for that you will have some IS value as 40 volts divided by 8. So 40 volts divided by 8, that current source will have upward direction and this resistance will come in parallel with this current source, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And then you are saying that whether the answer will be correct or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Even if you convert this to a current source which is in parallel with 8 ohms, and still again if you follow your current divider rule, KVL and voltage divider rule, yes, your answer will be the same. That is what I have proved in my previous question also, that your transformation answer will remain the same. Only thing is that the proper transformation is required. That means calculations. You should not go wrong in your calculations. Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So your answer will remain the same. Okay.
Okay,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
for tomorrow quiz, this topic is there. No?
No, it is not there for tomorrow's quiz. But are you worried?
No. Just
You have hope you have understood source transformation, right? Hello.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes, good. This source transformation is not there for tomorrow's quiz portion. The tomorrow's quiz portions are starting from the beginning till including nodal analysis. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Sony, did you understand your question?
Yes, ma'am. I understood.
Yes. So even if you replace your 40 volts and 8 ohms in series with a current source, and if you still further go ahead with your calculations by applying either current voltage divider or KVL and KCL, your answer will remain the same. Okay. Methodologies
Okay.
might be different, but answer will remain the same. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, all of you.
Ma'am,
Let's
please
meet
stop
in
the
the
recording.
next.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shankara, what did you say?
Thank you.
Please stop the recording. Don't stop the recording.
Pardon me, your voice is not
I
clear.
told to stop the
He asked
recording.
you to stop the recording, ma'am.
Yeah, that is okay. Anyways.
అది బ్రో ఎలావా క్లాస్ నుంచి
Ma'am, we didn't stop recording, right?
Raju.